We are talking about PORC today. PORC stands for Possession Running Cancel. It is called that because you enter possession, put in a movement direction, that be forward or sidewards, and cancel it with your UB attack you wouldn't otherwise be able to put out in possession. How it basically works is you enter possession, buffer the movement input, and while it's buffered, you buffer the UB input afterwards, which cancels it out. It is also possible to achieve an IPOC, which is an instant possession cancel. It is not viable though. It has a 1 frame input window. You have to master it. There's no real indication you have to have it in your feeling to land it. So it's not viable. Some people argue it's not a bug or this bug won't get removed because in 1.12 the developers widened the input window for the UB cancel. This is true. The input window got buffed, it got bigger, but that was mainly due to another bug fix they did to PO grab. There's no confirmation they actively tried to make the UB window bigger. You gotta understand that before 1.12, PORC was not viable either. It didn't really open that much more opportunities, it was harder to do. It's safe to assume the developers just didn't have it on their radar. Now that we see PORC in tournaments and gaining popularity, now is the time where we see if it gets removed or not. So don't assume it's gonna stay. We don't know until we get confirmation it does. That aside, I'm gonna break it down how to do PORC. Technically, you can do PORC out of any possession stance, out of any possession transition, though the most application it finds in 4BA, because 4BA4 gives you the best frame advantage and actually enables combos. The most important part to understand when to use PORC, when to do the input, is to understand when at what transition you can do the input and it actually reads it. For example, in 4BA it's important that you do it after the second attack hits. Otherwise, it won't fully read the input and gives you another result. For example, if you do it like this, it will give you another result. It gives you PO6B, which you can combo into 6BA, which is not bad, but it deals only about half the damage you would be able to achieve. For it to work in 4BA4, it's important the second hit lands, then you do a running motion. My preferred way is forward, but you can also use upwards or downwards. It doesn't really matter. And then do the circular input right afterwards. Do it really clean, otherwise if it doesn't really correctly read the input, it doesn't do the cancel. And then you follow it up by a guard to cancel the UB as well. And it looks something like this. This is the first part you basically need to practice. If you have this one down, you can move on to seeing if you do it fast enough, right? It's more important that you learn how to really do it clean, because from there on you can work on doing your clean inputs faster. For the A6 to lethal head, it doesn't really matter which side you are on, just be on the side of your opponent and you'll be fine. And that one is guaranteed. You will net around 120 damage, rounded upwards. It's a shitload of damage for an I-10, let's be honest. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding PORC, the execution, the history, the short history of it, or IPOC, let me know. You can hit me up on Discord. I have a stream you can check out as well. If you have live questions, that's totally fine. I'm happy to jump into trainings mode and demonstrate you whatever you want to know. Otherwise, check out my YouTube for other stuff I have. For example, the blow up into UB combo breakdown on there as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great night.